Hey, Thomas Tapp here, and welcome to another strength flexibility session. This is going to be a series of dynamic stretches, also some mobility exercises to increase the range of motion, and we're just going to go ahead and get started here. So we're going to warm up by performing circular rotations on each joint. We're going to start off with the head and then work our way down to the toes. So you can follow along with me here. So what we're going to do is look to the left, swoop down through the middle and up to the right, and then across. So these are semicircles here. We're forming, going down and around to the right side and then open. Forming basically a U shape here. We'll form about 10 of these. Just slow, controlled circular rotations here. Okay, now we're going to switch directions. Look to the opposite side, swoop down to the middle, up on the other side, and then across. Okay, just nice and slow and controlled. Now I want you to focus on your breath while we're doing this. Make sure to breathe deep and slow and controlled through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and consciously relax your muscles while we're going through this warm-up. Okay, now we're going to go to the shoulders. We're going to be drawing big circles here, going from the front, rolling to the back. Again, focus on that breath and then also your alignment here. So keeping your back nice and straight, standing tall, having your head neutral. We want to follow these principles the entire time we're doing these stretches. Okay, now we're going to switch directions, going from back to the front. And the speed that we're going here is not too fast, just kind of in between, not really slow, just a nice solid pace, hitting this full range of motion with our shoulders here. Okay, now we're going to go to the elbows. We're just going to perform circular rotations with the forearms. Just going around here. Really just keeping the elbows in the same position, just rotating the forearms around. And again, focus on that breath and maintain that good posture. Okay, now we're going to go to the wrist. Big problem area for a lot of us. We're going to perform circular rotations here. We're typing, we're driving, at work, we're typing. So the wrists, they're complicated joints. It's really important to take time to warm this area up. Okay, now we're going to switch directions. Taking the wrist to the opposite circle direction here. All right, now we're going to the sternum. This is going to draw big circles with the sternum here, so you're going to be going forward to the side, back to the opposite side, and forward. And just continue this motion here. Now the thing you want to focus on, because this can be a little tricky at first, is be relaxed with your body and just focus on only moving your sternum in this circular direction here. This is great for really opening up the upper back and your chest. Okay, now we're going to switch directions. Really focus on just moving that sternum around, keeping the rest of your body in the same spot. Okay, now we're going to the hips. Same thing, drawing circles here. Have a slight bend in the knees. And taking your hips and drawing big circles here. All right. Okay, now we're going to switch directions. Same thing, drawing big circles with the hips, slight bend in the knees. Focus on just moving those hips around. And we're going to start speeding it up a little bit with these circles, get a little bit of the blood flowing. Okay, now we're going to the knees. We're going to bring our legs together and start going in circles here. Just tiny little circles, have the shoulders down and in their sockets, have the back straight. Most of the weight is on the balls of the feet here. Okay, now we're going to switch directions. Circling the opposite direction now. All right, great for the knees to warm this area up. Okay, now we're going to the ankles. Same thing, drawing circles. Draw big circles with the ankle. Great for warming up the ankles here, getting that range of motion. Now we're going to switch directions. Great exercise here for the ankle. Okay, now we're going to switch, going to the opposite leg. Same thing, drawing big circles here. And you can point your toe or you can flex it. Just depends on whatever you feel like you do or you want to do. I tend to mix it up. Okay, now we're going to switch directions. All right. Now we're going to go into some light arm swings. So we're going to take our arms, hug each other or hug ourselves, open up, and then hug again. So doing slight motion here. Just a very light swing, just to really wake up the arms, wake up the upper body, get the blood circulating. All right. Next, we're going to go into another arm swing, but we're going forward and back with the arms. It's important that we keep the back straight and that we keep our head neutral and just move the arms up and down. We also want the thumbs facing the sky. And again, just a light swing here. Keeping the arms straight. Open this area up. All right, now we're going into leg swings. So it's good to hold on to the edge of a wall or something. We're going to have a nice straight back and just perform these leg swings. Very light here. Try again, focus on your technique. Focus on that breath. Have it nice and controlled. And keep the back straight. Keep the head neutral. And just lightly swing the leg. You want to stand tall on the opposite leg. Just get these nice motions here. Just a light swing, back and forth. Okay, now we're going to switch to the opposite leg. Same thing. Standing tall with the opposite leg. Light swings with the leg here, going back and forth. And as you start to feel it, you can kick a little bit more into it, but nothing too crazy. Okay, now we're going to take the leg swings and bring them in and outside. You can hold on to your wall again here. So here and out. We're bringing the knee up and then out to the side. So notice the legs bending as we're going to the inside, straightening as we go out. And just get a light swing here. This is going to target the outer hip, also the groin area. Okay, now we're going to switch in and out, the opposite leg. All right. Okay, so we've taken our body through some light swings, nice and warm. Now we're going to go into some exercises. So we're going to start off with a squat position. So we're going to go into a wide squat here, basically a horse stance. So feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, have a slight bend in the knees, and what we're going to do is bring our arms up. As we bring our arms up, we're going to lift our legs, go into a nice straight leg position, reach as tall as you can, lift up on the toes, have those feet turned out, and then we're going down. So you're going to follow me now, going up and down. Notice I'm taking the hands, reaching up as tall as I can, and then extending out as I squat down. And just having this nice fluid motion here. You can go in coordination with your breath. And really extending onto those toes here. So we go up, reach as tall as you can, then bring it down. Nice circular motion here. Building strength within the legs, a little bit with the upper body, hitting those nice straight lines. All right, now we're going to go into trunk turns. Great for the core here. So we're going to turn to the right, turn to the left. Key things here, focus on keeping those hips square. So hips are facing straight in front of you. You're just turning your upper body. And that's your trunk turn here. So we're going to continue this. Now if you want to make this more advanced, straighten those legs at the end of this turn. Or sorry, straighten the arms at the end of this turn. Great for opening up the chest. Also opening up your core and your mid-back as well. All right. Okay, from here, we're going to go into side-to-side lunges. So we're going to have a nice wide stance. Keep the back straight. We're just going to go side to side. Just go down as far as you feel comfortable. And then as you progress, you start to warm up. Go a little bit lower. Really exhale. Go deep into that stretch or deeper. This is great for getting the flexibility for your splits, also the strength in the legs here. And you can go just back and forth. Focusing on keeping the back straight, head neutral. All right, perfect. Now we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're just going to go with our lunges. So what we're going to do is step back, go into the lunge, step up, and switch. So we're going to really open up the hip flexors here, try to stand tall. And we're going into that back lunge, and then stepping forward and repeating. Down. Very slow and controlled here, just trying to hit those good technique points. Key things you want to focus on, keeping the knee in line with the foot here on top of the ankle. Standing tall, having the back straight. Bringing that back leg as far as you can, keeping it straight. Okay. All right, now we're going to go into a simple hamstring stretch. Just basic good mornings. We're going to keep the legs straight, keep our back straight, and just reach forward and then back up. So we're keeping our arms on our legs here and going down as far as we can, maintaining that good straight back. You should feel the stretch with your hamstrings and even your calves here. So you're keeping the legs straight, keeping the back straight and head straight, and just going down as far as you can. So we're not rounding the back here. We're just keeping everything straight. So, you know, some of us might not be able to go that far down. If you notice, furthest I can go is about right there. So as you're, getting used to this stretch, just try to go down a little bit further. All right, so that wraps it up for today. Just a quick little session hitting those dynamic stretches and getting those mobility exercises in as well. So, I'll see you in the next session.